Is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Pickett back to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 27, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now...
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
try him with Pickett here on third down. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. DJ Reader there on the tackle. The Steelers at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They hand this off to Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Pickett sets up play action. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here we go. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Mixon again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They marked him short of the goal line. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Back to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
That on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen him throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Here we go. And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Pickett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards for number 11. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Let's go. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll run. Here's Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Pickett. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here we go, here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. There he goes left side. The 30. 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Play action. It's Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
To the air again, Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little... Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And that's the big fellas that know right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this stride probably... And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. 33 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Harris. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he's got it down to the 28. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean?
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. Burrow on play action. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. He'll drop this one down to Nixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 40. Harris will start the drive out, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say put the game. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now Harris down inside the 40.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing. Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 47 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.